In the news tonight, a leading cleric supports a gun amnesty while asking the question, when does the violence end? Despite threatening whether its systems go for the Caribbean Music Festival. And in sports, Barbados win 6 swimming and 4 track and field medals to date at the Caribbean Games.
Broadcasting from our studios in the Pine St. Michael, this is CBC NewsNight, starting now.
Very good evening to you. I'm Lisa Broom. Thank you so much for tuning in. And our top story tonight, less than a month after the Bishop of the Anglican Church called for a gun amnesty, another senior cleric is echoing the sentiment while acknowledging challenges with the suggestion. He is Canon Missioner and Rector at the St. George Parish Church, Senator Reverend Canon Dr. John Rogers. He addressed the matter during his homily this Easter Sunday morning.
We call for gun amnesties, but if I give up my gun, will the other guy give up his? If I give up my gun, am I making myself vulnerable? And so the turmoil continues. But at some point in time as a community, we'll have to stop and say, look, if most of these heinous crimes are retaliatory, when does it end?
Police are investigating a shooting incident at Parishland Christchurch over the weekend. Communications and Public Affairs Officer, Acting Inspector Ryan Brathwaite, says officers received a report around 9:35 p.m. on Saturday night.
About 9:35 p.m. on Saturday, 19th of April 2025, the police received a report of a shooting at Parishland Christchurch. Investigations revealed that a male was sitting outside under a street light when he was approached by a man who was wearing a mask and armed with a firearm. The assailant demanded that he hand over the jewelry which he was wearing and shot him before taking the jewelry. The victim was taken for urgent medical attention in a private motor car. Investigations are continuing into the matter. We are appealing to anyone who may have witnessed this incident or have any information that may assist us to please contact the Crime Stoppers hotline at 1-800-8477, Police Emergency at 211, or District B Police Station at 437-4311 or 437-4396.
All systems are a go for the Caribbean Music Festival, which is expected to start in just an hour from now. Despite the inclement weather today, the organizers are hard at work at Kensington Oval, putting the finishing touches for the musical event, and that's expected to draw thousands of patrons. Akeem Klinkett tells us more.
Sound testing at Kensington Oval and the last set of infrastructure being put in place, all signs of final preparations for the Caribbean Music Festival show. It will feature several dancehall and other artists, with Vibes Cartel as the main attraction. Chairman of the festival, Vivian Fagan, says that ticket sales have been very good and Barbadians can expect a good show.
We can say right now that VVIP and VIP is basically sold out. General, we still got a few tickets for general, that's it. Everything on track. We should be completely within that hour and a half. You hardly a setback due to the fact of the rain, but now everything's settled down and we on track.
He also says provisions are in place just in case there is rain tonight.
We got available tanks that people could be on, and they got the stands also that we'll open up for the stands if we get that downpour rain.
Meanwhile, one of the sponsors, Ramesses Brown of Mount Gay Rum, says this show is a good sign not only for tourism, but the economy as well.
It's great because we got people coming in from like St. Lucia, St. Vincent, all over the Caribbean. Although he has shows in New York, I understand there are people coming in from as far as New York as well. I got a couple of friends that came in from England the day before. And you know, once those people are here, they're going to patronize different restaurants, they're patronizing hotels and stuff like that. So I think the CMF is a really big thing for the economy in Barbados as well. And that's why like Mount Gay Rum or Remy Martin, Remy Control team are really willing to be part of it.
The event is expected to start at 8 tonight. Akeem Klinkett, CBC News.
Well, coming up at St. Joseph Reathering Big Show draws a massive crowd to Bathsheba. spotlight was focused on St. Joseph last night for the parish's regathering marquee event at Bathsheba. As Andrew Lowe reports, the Big People Party was a big hit.
They came, they gathered, and they enjoyed themselves. It was the essence of the Big People Party, the marquee event of St. Joseph Regathering at beautiful Bathsheba. From the opening act to My Hill, to TC, to RPB, to Edwin, the party was lit in an idyllic setting. It's a view Director of the Regathering Secretariat 2025 Senator John King supports.
This is just fantastic. We all know that Bathsheba is a beautiful place, but trust me, the POC of St. Joseph have really taken this to another level. You know, coming down here, I was totally blown away by how this whole place has been transformed. If you look around where the stage is, the tents into this area, it actually really gave me the idea that maybe this is something we could continue to do after regathering is finished. But I'll tell you this, okay, you see a good mix of families, visitors to the island, and locals from the area passing right through, taking the trek up to Hillcrest and walking. And it reminds me of the old time street fairs where people used to come out and enjoy themselves.
Senator King also spoke of the potential of the festival.
Regathering is unlocking a lot of the creativity and a lot of the potential that Barbados has, and I'm so proud of what the POC has been able to do with this particular event.
Member of Parliament for St. Joseph Attorney General Dale Marshall gave this perspective.
We've been really looking forward to this. Remember, of course, that we had the shutdown for COVID at the end of March 2022. So all of our plans had to be shelved, really. So it's taken us now 3 years to be able to showcase what St. Joseph is to the people of Barbados, and I have to say that it's been a wonderful month so far. Tonight's event, I'm so proud of it. You couldn't want a better location, breezy. Look across and you're still seeing the white caps on the waves. La Kinlan, you're seeing the trees swaying in the breeze. Beautiful location for a wonderful event. And people are still coming, so this is really the essence of a gathering. This is what gathering is all about.
A good time was had by all. Andrew Lowe, CBC News.
Well, the adventure continues in St. Joseph tomorrow with the big kite flying event at Paris Hill. Preparations are well underway for the event. The field has been cut, the bush is being cleared, and the kites are being prepared. The annual event, which gets underway around 11 o'clock, is added value to the St. Joseph Regathering, and it promises maximum adventure for those brave enough to hoist the massive kites.
We urge people to come out, have some fun. We have DJs and live entertainment, some well-known artists. Our kites are being constructed, and the sizes of the kites are 20 and 25 feet, and we just looking forward for persons to come out and have a good time, just enjoy the St. Joseph thing.
Good evening with Sports Night. I am Mark Seal. Kaija Eastman won 2 gold medals and set a new Carifta record last night as Barbados captured 6 medals on day 1 of the 38th Carifta Aquatic Championships in Trinidad and Tobago. The medal count was divvied up into 3 gold, 2 silver, and a bronze. Eastman took gold in the girls' 11 to 12 50-meter backstroke, setting the new record at 31.14 seconds. It was also a new national age group mark. Eastman then won the 100-meter butterfly final, clocking 1 minute 7.37 seconds. Now before that, Heidi Stout had given Barbados their first top podium finish when she won the girls' 15 to 17 800-meter freestyle in 9 minutes 18.93 seconds. The Barbados silver medals came first from Joshua Ross in the boys' 15 to 17 200-meter breaststroke, 2 minutes 23.44 seconds. Then the girls' 15 to 17 400-meter freestyle relay team of Jaya Simmons, Toria Allen, Ayoka Martin, and Stout in 3 minutes 58.85. The bronze was by Theo Narain in the boys' 11 to 12 50-meter backstroke in 32.46 seconds. Now Barbados go into tonight's second set of finals in 5th place with 107 points, behind the leaders Bahamas on 235.5 points. Theo Haynes added a fourth medal to Barbados' track and field tally, despite controversy in the under-20 boys long jump on day 2 of the 52nd edition of the Crafter Games in TNT. Haynes leapt 7.35 meters to finish third and secure the bronze. Haynes had asked to leave the event to tend to a medical injury to his right knee. According to him, he asked the official if he would be able to take his fifth jump on his return, but when he did so, the official said he could not. He was then allowed to jump under protest, which he produced 7.56 meters to register the longest jump. However, the competition had already been completed at that stage. Barbados officials lodged the protest, but the official result had Haynes in third. In the end, he was just happy to give Barbados a medal.
The first jump was 7:35. The second jump after that, I think it was run through. I didn't finish the jump. However, the event wrapped up at 7:55, my last jump that they allowed me to have. Just to clear up anything, the situation was that I got a scrape from my 7:20 jump, or 7:02, I'm not sure. And I went to the medicals, and they told me that I would be allowed my jump. So he said, okay, I would go ahead and I would get it wrapped up. Then when I came back, I heard I only had one jump left, and obviously I was not prepared for it. So then that jump was, I think, 7:24. But in the end, 7:55 or 7:56, doesn't matter. I'm wearing Barbados colors and representing the country, and whether first or third, it don't matter to me.
We'll have more of the Crafter Games later in our Race for Crafter Glory. Continuing though with cricket, there were 7 victories in today's rain-affected second series of the BCA T20 Cup. In one of the biggest results, BCA Youth defeated Police by 38 runs. The Youth made 174 for 4, Police replied with 136. Now in the other results, Windward defeated Boscobel by 5 wickets. Boscobel won 56 for 7, Windward won 60 for 5. Pickwick got over Lords by 10 wickets. Lords 75 for 7, Pickwick 80 without loss. Wildy defeated Wanderers by 7 wickets. Wanderers won 24 for 6, Wildy won 26 for 3. UWI won from Spartan by 16 runs. UE won 90 for 4, Spartan won 74 for 7. YMPC were victorious over Carlton by 23 runs. YMPC 84 for 6, Carlton 61 for 7. And Empire beat Maple by 7 wickets. Maple 77 for 4, Empire 78 for 3. The other 2 matches were abandoned without a ball being bowled. Those were Cavaliers versus St. Catherine and Yorkshire versus Gladiola.
At the end of the morning session on day number 2 of the 2025 Crafter Games here at the Hainsey Crawford Stadium, just behind me in Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados' medal tally stood at 4, with Tion Haynes winning bronze in the under-20 boys long jump event. His medal-winning jump came on the first attempt with a measurement of 7.35 meters. Following that, Haynes fouled on his second and third attempts before registering 7.24 on the fourth attempt. Haynes, the pre-event favorite, led for the majority of the event before Jamaican Michael Andre Edwards produced the gold medal-winning jump of 7.41 on his fifth attempt. Silver medalist William McKenney of the Bahamas had a best jump of 7.36 meters on his fifth attempt. Also in the field, Barbados was represented in the under-17 girls discus event, with Chloe Blackman taking 5th position, throwing 33 meters, and Tazaria Joseph 9 with 27.83, in an event won by Keely Haig of Cayman Islands with a throw of 44.91. On the track, Crystal Bentham finished 4th in her semi-final of the under-17 girls 200 meters with a time of 25.05 seconds. Now, meantime, in the boys' equivalent, Darian Belgrave won Heat 2 and looked impressive to clock a new personal best of 21.90 to advance to the final tomorrow. His teammate Jakai Brewster narrowly missed out on the final despite a second place finish in Heat 3 and a time of 22.06. He was 9th overall. The island's fastest schoolgirl, Anaya Nurse, also competed in the under-20 girls 200 meters, where she was second in heat number 1, crossing the line in 24.35 seconds. Much will be expected of Jaden Green, who will enter the under-20 boys 200 meter final with the fastest time of 21.07 after he won semi-final number 3. Reporting from the Hainsey Crawford Stadium in Trinidad and Tobago, and more Goodrich Boyce, CBC Sports.
Well, that's our news for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Continue to enjoy your Easter weekend.